Hello again, everyone. Mr. Cruze here, working through the 8.3 to 8.5 quiz review. Please remember your quiz is tomorrow, Friday, January 25th, 2013. It'll be a 15-question quiz, just like your review. Alright, in this video I'm going to finish the remaining 8 problems, okay? These next few talk about simplifying the complex fractions. You'll notice they do not say anything about the restrictions, so don't worry about them for these problems. Read carefully. That's my biggest piece of advice. I think a lot of us just read through the instructions really fast. We think we know what to do, but we're not sure. Okay? You'll notice this is a fraction over a fraction. So this becomes 2 over x divided by 1 minus 1 over y. Now, the problem I said the other day was we want a single fraction divided by a single fraction. This is not a single fraction. So I need to do a separate problem off to the side where I do 1 minus 1 over y. Make it a fraction. Put that over 1, and then we need common denominators. Well, this denominator has a y, this one does not, so I need to multiply by y over y. It becomes y over y minus 1 over y, which of course simplifies to y minus 1 over y. Do not multiply these two together. I've seen a lot of you do that. It's just y minus 1. That's it. Okay. Now it's a single fraction, so I can replace it in the parentheses there. So now it becomes 2 over x divided by y minus 1 over y. And you'll notice it's a division problem, just like on the front side. You can now KFC, keep flip change. You get 2 over x times y over y minus 1. You take a quick glance, nothing cancels, so you just multiply straight across. 2y over, you can leave it x times y minus 1, that's fine, or if you would rather have 2y over xy minus x, that is fine too. I will accept either answer. Number 9, we have fractions over fractions again. So, we have 9 over m plus 6 over m divided by 3 over 2m plus 8 over 5m. Alright. Nifty little thing about this one, we have basically 2 problems again, right? But if you look at the first one, which is 9 over m plus 6 over m, they already have common denominators. You don't have to worry about finding a common denominator. That's just 15 over m. Okay, so that's convenient. Now we just have to do the second one. 3 over 2m plus 8 over 5m. Now, this denominator is 2m, this denominator is 5m, so I'm going to have to multiply this side by 5 over 5, and I'm going to have to multiply this side by 2 over 2, and now they'll be the same. So this now becomes 15 over 10m plus 16 over 10m, which gives you a grand total of 31 over 10m. So, this is now your numerator, and this is now your denominator. We're just replacing things. So now it becomes 15 over m divided by 31 over 10m. And then you keep flip change. 15 over m times 10m over 31. Does anything cancel? You bet. The m's cancel out. So there's not even a variable left. What's 15 times 10? 150 over 31. Quick glance, nothing reduces because 31 is a prime number. Okay. Number 10, x squared plus 3x minus 4 over x squared plus 8x plus 15 divided by x minus 1 over x plus 3. I'm going to do a quick rewrite here. Divided by... Remember, anytime you see divide, KFC, okay? So, keep the first fraction, flip the second, and change it to multiplication. Now, some quick factoring. Let's see. What multiplies to negative 4 and adds to 3? Well, that would be a positive 4 and a negative 1. Over what multiplies to 15 and adds to 8? That would be 5 and 3. Times x plus 3 over x minus 1. What cancels? The x minus 1's cancel. The x plus 3's cancel. And you are just left with x plus 4 over x plus 5. Okay. Moving right along, the last 5 just ask you to find the sum or difference. We're just adding or subtracting. Remember, to add or subtract, when it says sum or difference, you need common denominators. Okay? It's the only way you can add fractions or rational expressions. Okay? So, x squared minus 1 over x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now, it might actually be a good idea to factor x squared minus 1. I think we'll see why here in a second. It's x plus 1 over x minus, or times x minus 1 over what multiplies to negative 3 and adds to 2. Well, that would be positive 3 and a negative 1. Minus x plus 1 over x plus 3. Now, those of you who are observant will notice, well, hey, Mr. Cruze, those x minus 1's cancel. Which leaves us technically with x plus 1 over x plus 3 minus x plus 1 over x plus 3. Okay? Now, be careful with subtracting. All right? X minus x, well, that's 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. And what's 0 divided by anything? That's just 0. Now, this time we do have to list restrictions. So, what can x not be? So, let me rewind a bit here. What numbers would cause the denominator to be 0? Well, negative 3 would. And also, let me erase that, the 1 that we canceled out. Okay? Those are the only restrictions. So your answer is 0 as long as x is not negative 3 or 1. Pretty nifty. Number 12, 3x over x squared minus 4 plus 6 over x plus 2. Let's factor that denominator. X squared minus 4 becomes x plus 2 times x minus 2. 6 over x plus 2. You'll notice they share an x plus 2 in common. What is not in common is the x minus 2. So I need to multiply by that x minus 2. And now their denominators will be exactly the same. So the first one stays as it is. 3x over x plus 2 times x minus 2. Plus, this you kind of distribute. 6 times x and 6 times negative 2. You get 6x minus 12 over your common denominator. And now you just add. 3x plus 6x is 9x minus 12 over your common denominator. By the way, side note here, 9x minus 12 does technically factor into 3 times 3x minus 4. But you'll notice that does not cancel with anything in the denominator, so that would be kind of pointless to do. And what can x not be? Just check the denominator. Can't be negative 2 or 2. All right, moving right along. A plus 11 over 3a minus 5 minus a minus 21 over 3a minus 5. You'll notice they already have common denominators. We don't even have to do any adjusting. Okay, so don't do any more work than you have to do. My only advice here, subtraction. Be very, very careful. Most of you will remember to subtract the a, but you'll forget to subtract the negative 21. So here's my advice. You can, if you're okay with subtraction, you can do it normally. But if you would rather, this is an alternate method, I'm going to go ahead and make this a plus sign. But if I make that a plus, I have to change the signs of everything over here on the right. Notice I'm not touching the denominator. Okay? So let me show that again just so you can see what I did. Right? It was this. And I decided to make this a plus sign, which makes me change these two signs. It's essentially distributing a negative 1. And then now you can add a plus negative a, well that's 0a. 11 plus 21 is 32 over 3a minus 5. You don't have to write the 0a, so that's 32 over 3a minus 5. Now, what can a not be? It's not as easy this time to figure out. So set it equal to 0 off to the side. Add 5, so 3a equals 5. Divide by 3, so a can't be 5/3. If I were to plug 5/3 into this denominator, we'd get 0. And you cannot divide by 0. Alright, 14. X squared plus 3x plus 2 over x squared plus 4x plus 4. Factor the top. You get x plus... actually, it might not be a good idea to factor the top. Let's just leave it for now. Let's see. Bottom factors into x plus 2 and x plus 2. Actually, you know what? It is a good idea to factor the top. What multiplies to 2 and adds to 3? That would be 2 and 1, right? And you'll notice, just like problem a couple times back there, you'll notice these twos cancel. And you are just left with x plus 1 over x plus 2 plus 2 over x plus 2. They have common denominators. Less work for us. Yay, factoring. It saved us once again. Just add straight across. You get x plus 3 over x plus 2. Obviously, nothing cancels. Those are two different numbers. You just have to state your restrictions. X can't be negative 2. And that's it across the board. That's the only thing x can't be. Always look for shortcuts. And lastly, 6y minus 4 over y minus 5 plus 3y plus 1 over y minus 5. Once again, common denominators. Just go ahead and add straight across. 6y plus 3y is 9y. Negative 4 plus 1 is a negative 3 over y minus 5. Obviously, y can't equal 5 from the denominator. Now, technically, you could pull out a 3 from the top. You would get 3 times 3y minus 1 over y minus 5. You could leave it like this if you wanted to, but nothing cancels. I would accept either answer. They're the same answer. All right? Thank you for watching, and good luck studying for your quiz.